Oh, yeah, look at that. The buttons are pushed. We're just waiting for that button. And there it is. There's that button. And now all the buttons are pushed. And you know what? This is Wow Wednesday, and we're going to try and talk tonight about discipline. And we're not talking about discipline being a punishment, because discipline isn't a punishment. It's proof. Proof that you believe in your future. Proof that you honor your gift. Proof that you refuse to abandon the version of you that's waiting on the other end of consistency. Because, see, tonight we're not talking about motivation, we're talking about identity. It's about the version of you that's been waiting for you to stop negotiating with your greatness. Because, see, discipline is self respect in motion. Every time you choose discipline, you're telling your future what you think you're worth. Ouch! Did I say that? Yeah. Because when you choose discipline, that means that you chose to get back up. That means you chose to go to work on a day when you didn't feel like going to work. It means you chose to do that homework assignment in school. It means you chose to go to the gym when you didn't feel like going to the gym to work out. It means that you chose something hard. Because you chose your future self over your past. You chose your future self over your comfort. Hey, thanks, Chase. See, discipline is your protection. Discipline protects your calling. It protects your dreams. It protects your future. It protects the version of you that's trying to break through. Because discipline isn't just about doing the hard things. Discipline is about refusing to abandon yourself, your dreams, your goals, your future. Consider discipline a boundary, or as they say in Pirates of the Caribbean, it's kind of like guidelines. You know, the pirate code. It's kind of like guidelines. You draw a line around your destiny and you stay within those lines. You don't have to, but you choose to, because every action inside those lines is a vote for the person that you want to become. When you stay within those guidelines, every choice you make is a choice to choose your future over your comfort. Because, see, discipline is a mirror. It reflects what you believe you deserve. And by you deciding that it is more important for you to make that decision to stay within your guidelines because you're better than that, well, you just upped yourself a notch closer to your dreams, a notch closer to your goals, a notch closer to the person that you want to become. See, people don't fail because they're weak. They fail at their dreams because they keep trying to build a strong future on a shaky identity. They don't know who they are, so they wishy-washy back and forth, thinking, well, you know what? I can try and start tomorrow. You know what? I don't have to try and do this. I can do it half-assed. I don't have to stack boxes with excellence, because they're just boxes. They don't have to be stacked with excellence. We can stack boxes however we want, but we'll answer the phones with excellence. But see, that's a bad slope, because once there's a saying that poop runs downhill. Man who pees uphill gets feet wet. Because see, once you start trying and not giving yourself the self-respect on this little bitty thing that doesn't really matter, then it just gets bigger. Maybe perhaps next time it's, if you say, you know what, I don't need to try and let's say, for instance, I'm going to use an example here. Somebody I know. I'm going to use a beverage just one time, because it's just one time. And what happens is, okay, no problem. One time isn't going to hurt, right? No, it's not going to hurt. No, it's really not. But that one time, the next time you get an opportunity, you know what? That didn't hurt that bad. I can do it again, and so you take it again. Except this time, you try and do it again. You know what? You're right. It didn't hurt that badly, so we can do it again, and again and again. And then what happens is you slowly but surely go down a bad slope until finally it devours your life. See, people fail because they keep trying to build a strong future on their shaky identity. If they say they're going to try to do something, then do it. Don't accidentally draw outside the lines. Stay inside the lines. Make it a point to, hey, you know what? My guidelines are my guidelines. If I'm not going to try to drink whatever this weekend, then I'm not going to drink it, whatever. If I'm not going to try and change my morals to suit somebody else's needs, then I'm going to stick to my morals. Because it's like that guy that Tron and I had the fire that was work impaired. The guy that I told you about, the guy stacking boxes, that was stacking the chips in the corner and throwing them all over the place, cracking all the chips up. And I kind of had an issue with him throwing the boxes anyway. And he is like, they're only boxes. Yeah, but if you're having a hard time stacking boxes neatly with excellence, it really questions on where the line stops between stacking boxes with excellence to answering my phone calls with excellence. And if you're gonna try to stack boxes with excellence, I don't know if you're gonna try to be able to take care of my clients with excellence. So if it's all the same to you, I would rather you stack boxes with excellence. That way I know for a fact that you're going to do every job I give you with excellence all the way down the line. And that's the thing, is once you start trying to have that self-respect for yourself, that you're going to do this way, and that's all there is to it, and you're not going to cut corners or draw outside the lines or change the lines or stuff like that, you develop that self-respect for yourself. And when you do that, you edge closer to your future self that you dream of being. You edge closer to your dreams, your goals, the future self that you want to be. Yeah, I love you too. Now, some of you have already survived the hardest part. All right? You've withstood the storms. You've withstood. You've outlasted the storms that would have folded other people over in half and made them crawl underneath the thing. In fact, I just heard tonight that a very good friend of mine's cousin passed away. 17-year-old girl. Couldn't take the storms. Sad too, because 17 years old. She couldn't take the storms that were in her life. And so she didn't pass away of natural causes. Self-inflicted. That's sad. I pray for that family. But you're here now. You're still breathing. You've still got a dream. You've still got breath inside of you. You've withstood storms that would have folded other people. And discipline starts with acknowledging the fact that you have already survived your worst moments you've ever had in your life yet. You've survived the worst moments you've ever had. You're still here. You're still alive. You're still kicking. You're still breathing. You're still dreaming. And that makes you powerful. That makes you great. That makes you own your stories. That makes you own your patterns. That makes you own your habits. That makes you own your excuses. That makes you own your greatness that is inside of you. And that is the birthplace of discipline. Sorry. See, when you own your greatness, when you own your stories, when you own your discipline, when you withstand your challenges, when you withstand your stories, when you withstand your storms, and you own your greatness, you position yourself to win. But winning isn't an event. There's nobody standing outside with a ticker tape for you. That ticker tape is inside here and in here. Because winning is a rhythm. Winning is your routine. Winning is the result of your daily self-respect. Daily is you waking up in the morning and going to bed at night saying to yourself, you know what? I stood my ground. I held my morals. I accomplished what I put my mind to get done today. That's winning. Winning isn't luck. Winning isn't an event where people just trying to get together and trying to have a big huge party or something like this. Well, winners get together and have a gathering trying to celebrate each other, because birds of a feather flock together. Look at the four people around you. What are they doing? What do they look like? What are their actions? How much money do they have? If you hang around with them all the time, you will be number 5. Up your game, up your discipline. Because see, chaos doesn't disappear. Winning is the result of your daily self-respect. And sometimes that daily self-respect is you have to try and be with the people that respect themselves as well too. Sometimes you have to command your self-respect. Sometimes you have to be around people that command their own self-respect. You have to be around like-minded people. See, chaos doesn't disappear. You learn to command it. Miles, I love you, man. I'm glad to see you. I hope life is treating you very well. And you know what? Excellent. That is excellent, my friend. That is excellent, my friend. That is very good. I was just in Atlanta this weekend. I talked on a stage. It was actually good times. Let's see if I can pull up a picture. Aha! Oh, man. It was wild. I was on stage and I had this big Jumbotron thingy in back of me, just in case I forgot my name. Yeah, here we go. Ah, check it out. I was up on stage, and they had my picture and my name in back of me, just in case I forgot who I was. Ha! Oh man, good times. But you know what? Chaos doesn't disappear. You'll learn to command it. I was out talking in front of a whole bunch of other motivational speakers, teaching my wow my wow mantra. I got to see a couple of cool legends myself, so it was good times. Good times. I'm going to be back in Ohio next week at a school out by Columbus. It should be fun too. Ooh. So yay! But yeah, good times. But you know what? As I was saying, 4 people. Look at the 4 people around you, and whatever they're doing, whatever they are, whatever they're doing, whatever they look like, whatever they actions they take care of, whatever habits they have, you'll be number 5 if you hang out with them all the time. And you have to ask yourself, what's really happening? Where are you leaking a discipline? Where are you disrespecting your future? And sometimes it's important to be with the people that we care about. But if they don't care about you, then you're with the wrong people. You got to be with like-minded people. You got to be around people that are rooting for you to succeed. And the one thing I've always loved, I always love the one quote that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Because you should be in a room to try and educate yourself, learn from everybody around you. Because what truth do you need to hold on to? I mean, we've all got dreams and goals in our life, but are we being disciplined to go towards them? Are we being disciplined to keep our self-respect, to keep working on them? What identity do you need to stand in order to get your goals or your dreams? That dream job, that dream whatever.
There was a thumbtack on my bed and I didn't know it and I sat on it and laid down.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay, well, thanks.
I love you. Are you okay?
No, my ass hurts.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not going to kiss it and make it better.
Thanks. I'll have to let you do that.
I'll give you a hug. See, what boundary needs to be drawn between you and your friend? Huh?
I'm hungry.
Glad to meet you, hungry. I'll give you a hug, though.
Why does it just say a phone number on there? You can't write a phone number down on a piece of paper instead of raising
No,
a
it was
phone?
another page with it that I.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, I agree.
Love you.
Love you too, sweetheart. You know, what boundary needs to be drawn to keep your self-respect for yourself? So, apart from assessing what's really happening and anchoring yourself in place, you need to act. Because discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a decision followed by motion. Motion to keep working towards your dreams, towards your goals, towards your future. Because self-respect is not intentional, and I mean internal. Self,
The grocery shopping?
yeah,
What is this?
that's the new packages of them.
Well, tell Cheddar Butter I want to have a talk with them.
Well, those are actually kind of neat. They're individually packaged.
They're gonna get their freaking butts whipped.
But they're individually packaged.
But Patty can't open them. Patty needs her dad to open them.
Patty's gonna starve to death once her dad's dead.
Patty is gonna starve to death once her dad's dead. So in about 48 hours after her dad's dead, Patty's also gonna be dead in the same cemetery, right next to him.
Cool. At least I don't have to worry about my ashes being in slime.
No, your ashes are gonna go in my casket with me and Demon.
Well,
and my slime.
Good. I won't be alone.
Yeah. Patty also needs Dad to open that.
I like the other one better. It's got zippers.
Yeah. I'll be emailing Better Cheddar tonight.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too, babes.
Would you like one?
No, thank you. Thank you anyway, so. Love you too, sweetheart. Good night. See, self-respect is not internal. It's visible. It's measurable. It's in your calendar. It's in your habits. It's in your consistency. And people see it. And when they see that you respect yourself, their whole attitude changes. How many people out there have actually tried to make been focusing on their goals and their dreams, and all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, you changed. Why don't you hang out with us anymore? Why are you always so busy? Why are you this?" Well, because of the fact that, I'm focusing on myself. I need to do the things I need to do for my future self. See, you have to assess what your future self needs. Then you need to anchor in that. You need to set that boundaries. You need to draw that boundary line around the things that you need so that you can try and focus on your dreams and your goals and your future. And that's discipline. Discipline is drawing those boundary lines. Discipline is acting on them. Discipline is taking those boundary lines and standing firm on making sure that people respect you. But most importantly, you have to respect you. You have to try to not be wishy-washy on your goals and dreams by saying, you know what, I really don't need to do my live tonight because I'm tired. I don't need to try and post my videos today because I'm tired. I don't need to be early to work today because, well, I was early to work yesterday, and so I can just be 20 minutes late today. Discipline is and self-respect are like bed buddies. They go hand in hand. Because when you respect yourself, you don't lose your discipline because you're tired. You don't lose your discipline because of the fact that it's convenient. Because, see, most people fail because they go for the comfort instead of the discipline, instead of the consistency. They go for the dream of, well, I'm not there yet, but you know what? I'm close enough. I'm just going to relax it tonight. I'm not going to try and go live tonight because I've gone live 231 days. I don't need 232 days. I'm tired. Don't feel good. My throat hurts. My ear hurts. I'm this, I'm that. No, because when you give in, you throw away your future. Because remember, your repetition builds your identity. You got to keep reminding yourself who you are. You got to keep having your dreams on your wall. You got to keep having your dreams in front of you. So you know where you want to go, what you want to do, why you want to do it. You got to know your why. Whether it's your kids or your land that you want, or your house that you want, or your new car that you want, or that job that you want, or that business you want to start, or helping people, you got to know your why. And you got to keep it in front of you all the time. You got to remind yourself who you want to become and who you are becoming. Because then you got to execute. Do it even when you don't feel like it. Because when you do it even when you don't feel like it, that's when the proof comes. Because every disciplined action becomes proof that you respect yourself, that you respect your future. Oh, excuse me. Because your life will change when you stop chasing motivation and start chasing your proof. See, motivation is just a feeling. Some days you're going to feel good. Some days you're going to feel like crap. Some days you're going to feel motivated. Some days you're going to feel like motivation comes and goes, but discipline will always be there for you. And it's simple. You just say, hey, I'm going to do it. My future self needs me. Discipline isn't about the task. It's about your identity that you want. It's about the identity you want to become. It's about the identity that you claim you want for yourself. What? What? See, you don't go to the gym because you want muscles. You go to the gym because you respect the future version of you that wants muscles, or the future version of you that wants to be healthy, or the future version of you that wants to live longer because you are healthy. You don't build your business because you want money. Because most self-employed people, all they are self-employed. They bought their own job. Trust me, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about on that one. It's far more easier to get a job than be self-employed. Far, far, far more easier. Because when you're self-employed, if you're not investing, you just bought yourself your own job. Because not only are you the supervisor and the employee, but you're also the investment partner and the bill taker and the accountant and everything. So you don't build your business because you want money. You build your business because you respect your calling, because you want to run a business. But instead, are you running your business? Or are you just working it? See, you also don't show up consistently because you want followers. You show up consistently because you respect your gift, because you want something more than just followers. You want some form of name recognition. You want to make money. You want to try and be successful. You want that identity. And you know what? That all takes discipline. And discipline is self-respect in motion. Your future, your next level is not waiting on inspiration. It's waiting on your discipline. It's waiting on your execution. It's watching. Your future is watching what you do tonight, what you do tomorrow. Your future is waiting for you to do something. So move like someone who respects your destiny, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions in life. Because you have withstood more than people know. You have owned more challenges than people have seen. It's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. It's time to choose discipline over motivation. And believe in yourself that you can make a difference in your life and leave a legacy for your children's life or anybody else's life. I believe in you. You need to believe in you. And if you need to try and do more research or need to talk to me one-on-one or want to ask questions, you can join my school community. It's free. Go to my bio and click on the link that's up in my bio. It's free. Go there, take a look, and we'll go from there. You have an excellent evening.